What's going on, you all? Today we're talking about Quest 2 iPhone apps you must have in that iPhone. This is going to help you out take your content to the next level. This has allowed us to share better TikTok content, better YouTube content, better YouTube Shorts content. And so these apps are also completely free, and therefore they are in beta, and it just works for your Quest 2. If you're a Quest 2 user, you know I create a lot of Quest 2 content. And so if you want more of that and more updates on tech reviews, insights, streaming help, just so much around the tech and gaming world, you definitely want to stay up to date with us. And don't hesitate to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. It'll be much appreciated if you do consider it, because we have a huge community on TikTok with over 200,000 followers, and I want to thank you all for that, as we're trying to build here so we can continuously just provide value and have that time to create. And so that thumbs up and subscribe really helps us out and taking us a long way. A free gesture, and it helps us out in the long term, so we can continue to help you out in the long term. So it's a partnership that I hope that you do consider. Let's go ahead and get right into Quest 2 iPhone apps you need in order to create some amazing content for your Quest 2 and share it with the world. Let's get it. Alright, you all, so in the previous video I talked about having the Reality Mixer app, and so we are going to go over these apps, and Reality Mixer is in there again. You can check that out in my previous video, but this is going to be more of an updated along with the Live iOS that I did talk about, but we're going to put them both together, mesh them together, and talk about why you should have these apps period in your phone. So the first things first, in your iPhone, just ensure it's a little bit more of an updated iPhone. Obviously it can't be maybe from the 10, the XS and up, I would assume, just depending on the chip. They have certain requirements, so just check it out. But even with the requirements, you could kind of work around it. So some form of a recent iPhone usually works the best. Also some considerable Wi-Fi, that also helps out a lot, just because if it's respectable enough while you're running games and everything, you can be able to do this mixed reality content, in which we are going to be talking about right now. So first things first, after you just do all of those pre-configurations, you want to get these apps. You're going to get TestFlight on your iPhone. Now TestFlight works for a lot of things, like all the way from TikTok and just your favorite creators and more, and apps that are just in development and beta stages. And so this is no different with TestFlight. So download TestFlight 100%. You need that in your arsenal, because TestFlight allows you to be ahead of the curve and being able to risk trying out different apps. I don't know if it was like a bad risk, but it is. I mean, it could be something while you're taking that leap of faith in order to try out new apps. You don't know how it's going to work. You don't know what's going on. But also, like, different things could be in consideration with that TestFlight, where you can just do things in the future what can really help you out, just figure out what trends and more. So if you are a content creator and stuff, so just know that. Get TestFlight. You need it. It's definitely fun. So you download that. It's completely free. Next, you want to download Reality Mixer. So Reality Mixer is going to be something where you have you can utilize that and literally be inside, immersed in the game, along with multitudes of games like Drop Dead Dual Strike, Beat Saber, I think Audica's on there. There's just a lot of games. Are Super Hot, those are famous ones in there. I think that's a famous list. There's some couple of golf games and fishing games VRs that you can possibly be in with Reality Mixer. So with Reality Mixer, it allows for you to just create that mixed reality with no green screen, no PC. So far we're talking about TestFlight, Reality Mixer. Now we're gonna separate these two, because we did talk about these previously. So in Reality Mixer, you want to have that app along with TestFlight. It's going to be opening up in there. After that, you need to go to your headset and get MRC, the mixed reality capture for the Quest 2, which is also free. So all these apps are free. It's insane. It's free, because I'll tell you a true story. I went and bought my PC. I went and got green screen. I went and got all this stuff, and I literally have not used it half as much as I'm trying to use these apps, because since they're brand new, it allows you to be ahead of the curve and test out some more stuff. We did post up some TikTok content of us doing Beat Saber with these apps, and it's just so much fun. And so it's fun to be mobile and creating fast. That's the reason why TikTok has just exploded so much in their app, because it's immediate, fast, and it's right through your phone. So these are trying to do the same things now with VR headset. As far as the Quest 2, it's trying to be fast and mobile. So get TestFlight, get Reality Mixer in your headset, download Mixed Reality Capture, Now we're gonna go into the next app also, which is the Live iOS app, live.tv. So what you would do is just put Live iOS app in your phone, just Google search it. It doesn't have its own app just yet, but they do have a link on it on live.tv. You can go directly to it and it says download iOS like at the top. Download it, and then it opens up in TestFlight. So that's why it's good that you have TestFlight already. So instead of directing you to TestFlight and onward, you can just go right into the live.tv Live iOS app. And so when you download that, you're also going to download Live Connect on your headset, which is in App Lab Games, which you can go through your headset or your mobile phone. So you can see already the trend of just needing your Quest 2 and your phone just for so much things now, especially with the App Lab integration, the new V30 update, V29, and more, and everything just becoming very mobile pretty soon. And I'm assuming they're gonna keep working with that. So get these apps because you can be way ahead of the curve. So when you do that, this allows you to get even more immersive games like Hyper Dash. I think Live iOS has a great solid library that works 100%. Beat Saber is on both libraries. So the reason why I want you to get both of these apps, or all three of these apps, obviously TestFlight makes it all work, and then Live iOS and Reality Mixer are different apps, but they do the same thing. You calibrate and everything. We'll talk about that next. But as far as games, just Reality Mixer has Beat Saber, Live iOS has Beat Saber, but their list really, when you go down that list, it really starts to function a little bit differently. Some of them have certain games that are not on each app. And you want to be able, when you're doing mixed reality, it's especially for free, you want to try to get the most out of it and maximize it with multitudes of games. So having both of these apps really does help. Like me, I did the Live iOS app, and I recently bought Hyper Dash the other day. And oh man, it's so much fun, by the way. I was just running it the other day. And I want to be able to do the mixed reality in the Live iOS app, and so I'm going to be doing that. So if you definitely want updates on that, make sure you stay up to date and subscribe with us. We're going to be sharing it a lot on our VR content and on here. So after that, you have those. So now let's get into literally how does it work, right? So let's go into the Reality Mixer. Reality Mixer, you just have it. You're going to start a calibration. The calibration, they just level up your controllers. It's the same thing. So each one of the apps are very much the same. You would calibrate it, press the controller, and you would let it read your controller. You hit the trigger. After that, you just stand a few feet away and you hit it one more time. And just like that, you're inside the game. Now, the downfall to Reality Mixer is that you can't move your phone at all. Live iOS, you can move your phone around without it messing up you actually being in the screen. And then another, I'd say the Reality Mixer though actually has better calibration than Live iOS, but either way they're all in all the same, except with just some games being a little bit different in what you can utilize. Super Hot's in both, Beat Saber's in both, Hyper Dash is in Live iOS, and I'll be sharing some of these lists too right here on the screen. So but yeah, either way, it's TestFlight, Reality Mixer. Then the Reality Mixer needs to be connected with Mixed Reality Capture in your headset. In your headset, you need to have Live Connect in order to connect to Live iOS app. So it's a lot of information, right? But as long as you start with the app, start slowly with the app. So if you were to separate them, you definitely don't want to get confused with that. And to conclude everything with why you should have these apps, like what I said, mixed reality is very expensive. People with the Valve Index, people with the original Quest, people with Rift, people with any form of VR headset, they will tell you how much the setups are, how many lights you need and everything, and literally you could just use your room light for these and it comes out pretty respectable. I'm actually very surprised at everything. And so you have to get these apps if you really want to take your mixed reality content to the next level. And guys, it's still mind-blowing to me that it's still free, it's still in everything. Now these are beta apps, but still it's gonna be incredible when they keep lifting it up. Like, you don't need a green screen, but yeah, it does a green screen operation for you, where we needed chroma key and more for a PC, and that's insane. And sometimes objects are in the way and they still disappear and they take it away for you. So it's like removing a background in a photo in Photoshop without actually really having it. So it's just, it does it for you so fast, and that's just been incredible. And sharing it to your TikTok and more is just much more of an interactive engagement you can have with these videos. So don't sleep on these apps. Put them on your arsenal immediately, especially if you have a Quest 2. Make sure it's in that arsenal, because that could take your Quest 2 content to the next level, because it's still very rare that people are sharing a lot of Quest 2 content, especially on TikTok. And that's why we wanted to share that with you all today. So Quest 2 apps, get the iPhone apps, get TestFlight, Reality Mixer, Live iOS. Then on your headset, get Live Connect and Mixed Reality Capture, and they're all free. and get those, and you'll have yourself an amazing experience. And we did have the calibration videos, so you can check out the previous videos we made before, but we wanted to just put it all together in one to let you know that mixed reality is free if you already have the Quest 2 and an iPhone. So I appreciate y'all so much. A thumbs up is really appreciated. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Appreciate y'all. Peace.